Sometimes the greatest families are the ones we choose, the ones forged not by blood, but by love. In a soft, sunlit meadow, a gentle border collie named Luna found her purpose not in herding sheep, but in mothering a tiny, fluffy bundle of kittens. They were her world, and she was their everything. But their little family carried a quiet sadness, a space left empty by a friend who was no longer with them. Beside a small wooden memorial, marked with a single flower and a paw print, the kittens would sit, their tiny faces reflecting a grief they were too young to fully understand. Luna would often gaze at the sky, her eyes filled with memories, searching the clouds for a familiar silhouette, a friend she missed with all her heart. Together, the kittens would lift a single white flower, a small, fragile tribute to the one they never got to know, but whose stories Luna would softly whisper in the twilight. She led them through the forest, her steps gentle and sure, the kittens trailing behind like a tiny furry parade. It was on one of these walks that they found it, a small, worn collar tucked away in the grass, a scent of memory, a piece of the past. When the sadness became too much for one little kitten, Luna would wrap a comforting paw around him, holding him close until the tears subsided. They learned to honor their lost friend, carefully placing colorful flowers on his little memorial, their small paws working with solemn purpose. They would rest together by the river, the calm water reflecting the vast open sky, finding peace in the shared silence. Sometimes they'd gather around a simple framed photo, their little faces illuminated by a warm glow as they looked upon the smiling face of their family's missing piece. A paw print in the mud, a forgotten chew toy found under a bush. Each discovery was a bittersweet reminder of a love that still lingered. When the rain came, they huddled together under a broad leaf, finding comfort in each other's warmth as the world wept around them. Near an old tree, carved with a heart and two sets of initials, Luna would rest, remembering happier days while the kittens traced the shapes with curious paws. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Luna would let out a soft, mournful howler song of remembrance that echoed across the hills. The kittens listened, their hearts understanding the melody of loss and love. Inspired by their mother's love, they'd arrange small stones into the shape of a heart, a simple, perfect symbol of their feelings. A smile would touch Luna's face as she watched them play with an old, weathered stick, chasing the same joy their friend once had. At night, for comfort, the kittens would curl up on Luna's soft fur, their tiny bodies rising and falling with her gentle breaths under the soft glow of the moon. Day after day, their rituals of remembrance continued. Luna would carry wildflowers in her mouth, a vibrant offering for the friend she missed. With her kittens trotting faithfully behind, they'd bring gifts of their own autumn leaves, carried like precious treasures. They would draw hearts in the dirt with their tiny paws, a message for the earth to hold. Luna would light a small candle at dusk, its flame a tiny beacon against the growing dark, a symbol that light and love can persist even in sadness. Under a canopy of a million stars, they would sit together, a complete family, looking up at one star that seemed to shine just a little brighter than the rest. It was in these moments that Luna felt the happiest days return, a warm memory of playing in a sun-drenched field with her best friend, a joy so pure it felt like a dream. Though the rain might fall on the memorial, the love it represented only grew stronger. A garden of flowers and memories tended by the most devoted little family. They'd huddle in a circle, a tiny fortress of fur and affection, as fireflies danced around them like wandering spirits. Through their shared grief, they found unbreakable strength. Luna stood proudly, her kittens lined up beside her, a testament to the family they had built and the love that held them together. One day, a bright blue butterfly, a flash of impossible color, landed gently on the memorial. The kittens stared in awe as Luna smiled, a real, hopeful smile. It felt like a sign, a whisper from the sky that said, "I'm okay." And so, with hearts full of love and memories, the little family walked on. The mother dog and her kittens, side by side, moving together toward a bright new horizon, carrying the past with them not as a burden, but as the foundation on which their beautiful, improbable family was built. Because love, in the end, never truly leaves us. It simply changes form, living on in the hearts of those who remember it. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more emotional stories.